Okay, welcome to Cad 8. In this drawing, you have an existing front view and right side view, and you need to develop a top view. If you look at the directions, it says make a 3-view drawing of the wedge by completing the missing view. Do not dimension the views, and make sure the drawing is full scale. So, let's go ahead and start drawing. Draw a line. Again, my ortho isn't on. I'm going to go turn my ortho on. And I'm just going to copy the front view. The front view is 4.06 long. It goes, let me zoom in so I can actually see my line. I go up 0.25. Okay, and I'll draw a line over here, up. It's 1.75 high. And I don't know the length, so I'm just going to draw it longer than I need. And then I need to draw a line from here up at a 45 degree. To draw a 45 degree, I would go to my polar tracking, F10, right mouse click on it, and it looks like I can set my line for 45 degrees, which looks like it's already set. Alright, just make sure the function's on. Click it and it turns blue. It turns on. So I'll go back to line here and see it snapped in at 45. Just draw it. Now you can draw it right to there in it if you want, or you can draw it past and then trim it out. Either way, I'll just draw it to here, and then I'll trim that section here out. Looks like the line goes up an inch, so offset 1 inch. And I'll trim, use that as my bounding object, enter, and then trim that out. Then I'll draw my side view. Again, ortho on. Establish your distance between. Let me go to line. And then we offset 2.62. And then I'll trim out everything. And then I'll offset 0.88. Offset. Draw a line from here over, and then trim. Okay. Oh, and then I got this other line here. And then trim. Bounding object, enter. Get rid of those two. Now my front view is, everything's pretty much there except the holes and the side. Same with the side view. I'll put those in later. Now I need to generate the top view. So I'm going to draw a line, project, draw a line here, then offset. What's the depth? 2.62. And then I'll trim that out. Pick what I don't want. Alright. And then I'll project these lines up to create my top view. That line goes up here. I'll offset that back 0.88. And we'll trim. Bounding object here. Let's get rid of this and this. And I'll trim all this. So this goes away, that goes away, that goes away. This line here you cannot trim. Okay, so you just erase it. So there's my top view without the circles. Now I'll add the circles in. Looks like they're 0.75 over, 1.5 over, and they are 0.88 back. Then I'll draw a circle diameter at each intersection. The diameter is 0.69. Now erase. Actually, I could leave those lines in there and convert them into center lines, and then I could grip and rip them to various lengths. So let's do that. So we take our existing lines we've used as construction lines, you grip them, come up over to your layer, and turn them into center lines. And then I can grip them and then rip them to whatever length I need. Right. I'm going to turn my object snap off. Right. And you can make the judge if this is what you want, or create your own center lines. And deselect all. So there's your center line. Now, to draw the front view, there'll be hidden lines for your circles. So I want to go back to my object snap, go to settings, and make sure the quadrant, see the quadrant is used to snap to the quadrants of the circle. So just make sure that's on. I'll turn the function on. So I draw a line. See, it snaps to the quadrant, and I can draw them down. Quadrant, 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 and then trim. Pick this line, enter. Get rid of this and this. Right. And then I'll just grip them and put them on layer H for hidden. And this deselect all. And then I can copy. I can take these center lines here, and I can grab them and bring them down as the center lines for that. Right. And then I could see the center line this way is 0.88, so I could offset 0.88. Alright, and then I can copy my center line and the two hidden lines, and I could take the intersection of this to the intersection of that. Then I just have to come in here and erase, window, and then I got my line there. So it's a one way, once you've already got it drawn in one view, why recreate it in another view? Just copy it. But you got to establish a placement for it. So that's why I offset that line 0.88 and then erased it later using the window. So there's my three views. Remember, no dimensions in this one. The next thing would be to show and hide line weight, or show your line weight, and show the object lines are dark, center lines and hidden lines are thin, and it looks like a complete drawing. That is drawing number 8.